Today out in the field, you need more than just patience. In this fast-paced world we live in, there is constant pressure to perform. Competition within our industry drives us, and service-minded customers expect us to perform our work promptly and correctly. So time is a more precious commodity than in the past. Hi, I'm Cardinal Southwell, and I've been with 9X for more than 22 years. It is also increasingly important for our company, and so for each of us, to succeed in our efforts to please our customers. To do that, we look for an edge over our competition as we move forward into the next decade. And today you have a tool that can help you achieve that advantage. It will empower you to work with more independence, without assistance, to complete and close out your jobs faster in the field, no matter where you are. It's called DATU, short for Direct Access Test Unit. And it is designed to assist you in performing fault location and line conditioning on your own, to enable you to identify the cause of customer service problems and restore service faster, and deliver to customers what they really want most: quality service the first time around. Suppose you are in the field to install a line, but once on a site you discover a problem. The binding post identified by the service order has no dial tone. The answer is to access the DATU circuit board in the central office and use it to locate your line. It's simple to do. Using your handset, you begin by dialing the DATU access number. And DATU responds with a tone once you're connected. You now have 7 seconds to enter a 4-digit security code. And again, you'll hear a tone. Next, you punch in the 7-digit subscriber line number, and DATU accesses the line and checks its status. If the line is idle, the voice message responds.
Okay.
Now, to find your circuit, you place a high-level tracer tone on the line by selecting number 4 on your keypad. DATU responds.
High-level tone.
A high-level tone now exists on the line, and using an amplified probe, you can easily identify it and then continue the installation job without assistance.
DATU allows me to put tone on a line without having to pack up all my gear, drive back to the central office, which could be 5-10 miles away, physically put tone on, and then drive back to my work location.
DATU resides here in the central office. It's a printed circuit card that provides microprocessor control of line preparation functions, using voice-prompted menus and status reports. It allows you to access and perform specific loop conditioning and tone generating functions on any working line to prepare the line for use with field test equipment. DATU's different functions can be selected on your handset by pressing a specific number or the letter that stands for that choice on your keypad. For instance, pressing the number 2 or A for audio accesses the audio monitor, which allows the technician to monitor traffic on a busy audio line.
Audio monitor.
Every line you access is audio monitored for 15 seconds. A busy line is scrambled so that it is audible but unintelligible. A busy signal indicates no connection signal from the switch, and the technician must hang up and try again. A steady tone indicates the line is on intercept. You can dial 3 or E for earth ground.
Short to ground.
This will establish a metallic connection between tip, ring, and ground. As we saw earlier, a high-level test tone can be selected by pressing number 4 or H for high on the keypad.
High level tone.
This function creates a high-level 577 Hz metallic tracing tone that is interrupted 4 times per second for identification use. A low-level tracing tone is also used for busy line identification and can be selected by pressing 5 or L for low on the handset.
Low level tone.
This tone is interrupted 4 times per second for identification and can be applied even if the line on the test is busy. Dial 6 or the letter O for open to open a subscriber line by removing battery and ground.
Open line.
And you can short a line by pressing the number 7 or S for short.
Short line.
This places a metallic short across the tip and ring of the subscriber line. A hold feature allows you to disconnect from the DATU access line and still keep a function on the line for up to 9 minutes by pressing the star key immediately after entering the function, followed by the number of minutes you want to hold the function. In this case, the technician shows 4 minutes.
Dial number of minutes.
DATU even allows you to release your current subscriber line and access another without having to disconnect. Simply press the number or pound symbol, wait for the tone, and enter the new subscriber line number. Keep in mind that if a line is busy, only the audio monitor and low-level tone functions will work using DATU. And if you need to review the menu selections at any time, simply dial the number 0 or the operator key for a voice announcement of the operations menu.
Dial 2 for audio monitor. Dial 3 for short to ground. Dial 4 for high level tone. Dial 5 for low level tone. Dial 6 to open subscriber line. Dial 7 to short subscriber line. Dial star to keep test after disconnect. Dial pound for new subscriber line.
As you become familiar with DATU's functions, you'll find they're designed to make your job easier, whatever the task at hand. Let's say you're at a subscriber's network interface, evaluating a history of various customer complaints. You'll need to perform some transmission tests to analyze the trouble. A good place to begin is with a loop current test. And using a DataStar 386, you measure the loop current. It reads below the 23 milliamps acceptable level. One possible cause could be a series resistive fault. To identify a series fault, you need to have the CO remove battery, short tip to ring, and ground the pair. Using the single line access feature on the DATU, you can condition the line right from the customer's protector. After dialing the access number and the 4-digit security code, you dial star and then immediately enter the subscriber's 7-digit telephone number. The star tells DATU that you're going to use the single line access feature, and DATU responds with the operations menu. You dial 3, and DATU responds with
Tip ring short to ground.
and asks you to enter the number of minutes you want the conditioning function to remain active for.
Dial number of minutes.
You key in any number, up to 9, and DATU says,
Okay, please hang up.
now, after waiting 30 seconds for the line to be set up, you use the DataStar 386 to do a stress test and make sure the ground is good. Next, you measure the complete loop across the tip and ring with the pair shorted together and grounded in the CO. You now have the total resistance and proceed to measure the resistance to ground on the ring side only. Then the resistance to ground on the tip side only. The resistance measurement is significantly higher on the tip side, indicating a series resistance fault, and you can begin to fix it, unassisted, start to finish.
With DATU, I just make a simple call and I automatically have what I want on the line, and it makes the job just go a lot faster.
Every field situation is unique. Suppose you have a complaint of no dial tone. You dial the access number to DATU. Then the 4-digit security code, and finally the subscriber's 7-digit line number. DATU accesses and checks the status of the line, and if the line is idle, responds.
Okay.
Next, you select number 6 on the keypad to open the line, and using a KS meter attached to the tip side of the line, you can see the line go open. You test the ring side, and your KS meter reads negative 48 volts battery. You have a one-side trouble, and what you need to do is loop the trouble and locate it. You do this by selecting 7 on the keypad to short the pair, and use your Dynatel to loop it. Then you enter the gauge and the temperature, and press test to find the distance to the fault in feet. With the trouble located, you can now proceed to clear it and restore dial tone.
Now with the DATU, we can get directly through to the DATU system and do all these functions. It's a lot quicker and a lot easier.
You've seen that the Direct Access Test Unit, or DATU, gives you unique control over line preparation and testing, as it prompts you with voice messages and status reports. It supplies you with a tool to monitor audio, establish high and low-level tracer tones, open or short subscriber lines, and run a variety of tests. As a result, you'll find that you're able to perform fault location and line conditioning without assistance. Identify and restore service faster while having more control over your work and greater independence. And the impact that can have on our performance as a company is sure to please our customers. Your manager will distribute the DATU job aid, which you can refer to for additional information. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on the job.